And welcome back to the 101 Things Under the Sun podcast. I am Brownie Bits, and with me as always is the old man, Hood Rich. How are you, my friend?
Oh, not too bad. I just want to say welcome to the show where the points are made up and nothing we say really matters.
That's very true. That sounds very familiar.
I don't know whose line it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought you were going to say it.
I thought about it, but I don't know.
Okay. Glad you got there. Glad you got there.
Oh, man. So we're starting off on a strong foot with a shiny head
Shiny head.
and a long nose.
Well, I am not going to say that. Nope. Not going to say that. No. That's one of the things that stays locked up in my mind. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to get very racist. Very racist there, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
Drew Carey looks fantastic now, doesn't he? Have you seen him?
Yeah,
He's lost a lot of weight. He looks really good.
ever since when was it? It was whenever he started hosting The Price is Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He lost-
Colin's still bald though.
Yeah, he is.
And shout out to my friend Colin, who's bald as a bat. I don't know why I said bat.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's kind of
Just bees. Just bees. Bald as a bowling ball. That one's better.
That one's a lot better.
He probably doesn't listen, but I'm gonna send him the sound clip just cause.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, we've been watching some Who's Line recently.
If you couldn't guess already.
That's like one of our favorite shows here in the old 101 households.
Yes, it is. Many good laughs.
Many good laughs.
Many good laughs.
Love that show. You know what else I love?
What do you love?
I love Disney movies.
Why don't you love that in movies?
Well, I just prefer Disney. You're starting off with the dad jokes real early.
So?
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just stating a fact.
Yes, you are.
We were listening to Disney movies while drinking this weekend.
Disney songs. We weren't
Disney songs.
yeah,
Yes,
Disney
true.
songs, yeah.
Disney
That
songs.
was a late night.
It was a late night, but it was worth it.
Oh, it was a great night. Mm-hmm. Just singing "Circle of Life" and watching people walk past in front of the house. Oh, nothing better.
Nothing better at all.
Two grown men singing Disney songs at like 2 a.m. Nothing better.
Oh man, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that either. In fact, if we weren't doing that, I'd be very upset with us if we weren't singing along.
I guess we got something we got to work on. We'll sprinkle it in every now and again.
Oh yeah, of course we have to.
So stop on by with a 101 Things Under the Sun household for some Disney sing-alongs.
Oh yeah. We'll get that going.
But anyway, let's move on with the show,
Yes.
if you will. I'll let you break it down this week.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So while we were listening, I really, we were talking about old podcasts too while we were listening to these songs, and one thing that we really loved to do was talk about the historical heroes and villains, and kind of try and make them into the opposite. So like the historical villains made them into heroes, and the historical heroes work them into villains. So we kind of had the idea as listening to Disney. Well, there's some Disney villains that could be strewn or could be heroes. And then there's some heroes in the Disney movies that are actually villains. Mm-hmm. So
That's the damn truth.
that is the damn truth. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about those today. A little of both. We're just gonna kind of go as we
willy-nilly as we usually do here. Mm-hmm. We have a rough plan and we smooth that out as we go.
Exactly. And then dad jokes and riddles and everything else normal. Visit us at 101 Under the Sun on Twitter, at BrownieBits450 for myself, and then at My Goods Are Rich for
the old man.
The old man.
Whoop,
So
whoop. Raise the roof.
raise the old roof.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, So, do you have a?
I'll let you take. You got
Okay.
the ball rolling pretty well.
I got.
Ball's still in your court.
All right.
I
So
don't want it.
I'll take a shot and say Cruella de Vil is not a villain.
Okay,
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
Businesswoman who is stressed beyond belief and maybe on a little drugs.
Yeah, there's no way she can be that skinny without some crack cocaine in her life.
Yes. So she's just really, really upset. How many times have you said oh man, like you're stressed out and you get annoyed by something? Oh, I'd kill that thing, whatever it could be. I want to kill that thing, or I want to skin that thing. She doesn't actually want to skin the dogs. Mm-hmm. She's just annoyed with the dogs because they're attacking her, which also ties into the heroes being.
So
villains.
this is a twofer right
This
off
is
the
a
bat.
twofer right off the bat.
Twofer right off the bat.
Twofer right off the bat. We were kind of talking, and this is the first one that popped into my head. Cruella de Vil.
So basically, what I'm seeing here, so the dogs are villains in this fucking movie because it's like, okay, so they misconstrue what Miss Cruella is doing,
Yes.
and without thinking, they just fucking go on the offensive, more or less.
And Dalmatians are that way too. Mm-hmm. Dalmatians are real mean if they don't know you.
See, and then once the dogs got a little aggressive, Cruella kidnapped one of them because obviously you're trying to eliminate the threat. So
Exactly.
you take away one and blah, 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 blah. And then everything just escalates,
Mm-hmm.
It's just like today's day and age, There's no fact checking. Everybody's just jumping to the gun, guns a-blazing.
Yep. Exactly.
Just like, not going to say it. I'll be nice to you for once. I'll give you 5 minutes where I don't insult
appreciate
you or
that.
something.
I appreciate that.
I'm working on that.
Oh man. But yeah, that's
God
my
damn it,
one.
there's that dumbass goofy smile, you some bitch. Oh, that didn't last too long, did it, guys?
No, it didn't. But that's why they tune in.
You gotta keep them coming back somehow.
Exactly. So that one's mine. Cruella de Vil is actually just a misunderstood person, businesswoman, who is a mogul.
Now, what if it was an all-on-acid trip, if she's on drugs?
Oh. I didn't think about that, but that's very... Yeah. Because that would explain why the dogs are talking.
Yeah, like...
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Mind blowing.
We're breaking down the Disney movies like how they were meant, man. Woof. There we go.
There's a fan theory from your favorite podcast.
Yeah, then... God, blowing the doors off of this one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Oof.
Oh man.
All right. I'm going to throw one out here.
Okay.
Villain to hero style. Since we might be skipping all over the board, we'll clarify beforehand. And that way it helps out the listeners. We're going to throw it back to one of the more, I don't know, I'd say probably underrated Disney movies. Emperor's New Groove. No, everybody kind of forgets about it. Mm-hmm. Everybody kind of forgets about it. But Yzma, yeah, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, that's
Totally,
That's
yeah.
the emperor, right?
No, she's like the.
She's the
witch.
witch,
The one
Yes.
trying to take over. But Cusco, god damn, that dude's just fucking inept. Mm-hmm. He just wants to do whatever. He doesn't care about ruling. So I think she's just trying to take over the kingdom for the betterment of the kingdom.
That's very
Because
possible.
sometimes you have to do bad things to do good.
That's true. It's kind of like the whole idea of you got to spend money to make money.
Yes, that is also very true.
So
But it's like Yzma, she didn't want to kill him, but then she put a curse on him, so that he's a llama, just out of the way. Doesn't want to brutally murder him. That's good, yeah, because she could have.
and she knew that her henchman is not the brightest. Mm-hmm. So she purposely put that llama spell next to the death spell because she knew he would have gone over there and grabbed that one instead because he's not very smart.
Pull the lever, Kronk. That's about it.
Yep.
But it's like, okay, so how bad could it actually have been? Again, didn't kill him, just trying to do what's best for the Inca people or whatever. Whatever fairy tale realm.
Yeah.
That's loosely based on the Incas.
The other thing, too, is it's mainly shown through his point of view, and he doesn't like her at all. So, in his mind, she's just super evil.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I didn't think
So,
about that.
so
It's a
like, it's definitely PR type of deal.
spin zone.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, but it's legit though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's more like she's never trying to, like, outright kill him. It's more like Wile E. Coyote type stuff.
Yeah. Trying to chase him off.
So,
Yeah.
how can you really be that bad? You can't. You can't. Because Cusco left in power. that would ruin the empire.
Exactly. Yeah, because he doesn't care about the betterment of everybody else until the end of the movie. But he's had this soul-searching journey, so...
Oh, we're getting deep in it now, guys.
Yeah. In reality, though, her turning him into a llama bettered everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the truth.
He even threw a guy out the window for bumping into him while he's dancing.
I
jerk.
do that just because I'm big, though. It's not on purpose, just accidental. Self-aware
Very
fat
true.
jokes, people.
Very
Nothing better.
Oh man. So you before we started, you mentioned something about Captain Hook, and I actually agree with this. So I'm going to bring this one up too, for villain to not necessarily.
And we got two for here.
Yeah.
We got two for here. We got a hero to villain, and a villain to hero. I said the same thing twice, didn't I? But regardless, we've got both situations here, folks.
You know what we're talking about. So, Captain Hook. But what is he really doing?
Nothing. Like, I mean,
He's just chilling there in Neverland.
he's trying to hunt Peter Pan. Because Peter Pan was the reason he lost his hand. So
It's the Inigo Montoya thing.
it's like, you took my hand. I have to try and get you back.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Captain Hook's not that bad. He's not like a kidnapper or nothing. Everybody wants to follow him. Peter Pan's just a thorn in their side. They're trying to do their own thing. But, because essentially they try to do their own thing, and then Peter Pan's like, well, fuck you!
Basically, yeah.
And then they're like, well, fuck, we gotta stop him from fucking us up. So, it's a cause and effect kind of thing. So, but then he does get eaten by that alligator that Peter Pan caused him in the first place to lose his hand to.
Yeah, because Peter Pan was the cause that the alligator got to even take Captain Hook's hand.
So yeah. Now brings me to my better point.
Okay.
Peter Pan's a fucking villain. Basically because he keeps all the what is it, the lost boys, the lost children or whatever, in his little area so they never age. Kind of against their will, I feel like, They don't get to experience anything. They're just kind of there, and they follow. It's Stockholm Syndrome, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's Stockholm Syndrome.
And they've got the illusion of eternal life with them, eternal youthness, when in reality, who knows what it is? Because again, this is one of those where it's told really through the point of view of Peter Pan.
No,
Or, I guess the kids.
The kids.
But I mean, they always grew up hearing stories about this Peter Pan and how great he was and all this, and so they're going to make him out as a hero, no matter how manipulative he could possibly be. So
Very true.
which is again the Stockholm Syndrome. So yeah.
Also a teenager running around with little boys. Red flags. Red flags.
Red flags everywhere.
Red flags everywhere. Almost as bad as a 40-year-old man around teenagers. Red flags.
Yeah.
Red flags. We won't go down that road though.
No. We want to keep it light. We want to keep it as
Okay, we want to keep it light. We have mentioned pseudo pedophiles, acid trips, cocaine, and murder already on this show.
You heard it here first, folks. The 101 Things Under the Sun keeps it light, even though we talk about all those things.
And breezy.
And breezy.
Beautiful cover girl. Oh, man.
It's good.
Didn't expect that one.
Yeah. No, I did not. But,
Wild card. That's me.
yeah. I mean, no one makes jokes like Old Man.
That's the damn truth.
I was going to try to sing, but
No.
I don't have the skill to come up with all the stuff about you and transition that from the Gaston song.
Oh.
See, because I know
okay.
one. Yeah.
That would have taken a little bit of prep work on you.
Yeah, it would have. On that one specifically. But speaking of which, Gaston, he may be a jerk of a guy, but he's not the villain. Because when he goes and hunts the beast, it's because he thinks that the beast kidnapped Belle.
Which is also a case of Stockholm Syndrome. Legitimately.
Yes.
As explored by the movie.
Yeah. So he's going to try and rescue her. When she thinks that he's just trying to be a jerk. Which, I mean, granted, he's kind of a jerkish character, but he's not really evil, you know? He's just kind of full of himself. So, and then when he sees this girl that he finds just unbelievably beautiful in every way, finds this beast coming and what he thinks is kidnapping and holding, captive, which it kind of is. It's not really kidnapping because she came to his door, but
That's very true.
it is being held captive, and he goes to try and rescue her. He's not that bad of a guy. He's just got his priorities mixed up. He's a little full of himself too. I don't think he's all that bad. Just,
I'm gonna bring up one
Okay.
that coming a little out of the left field because it's still Disney, but Disney Pixar.
which is
Can
fine.
we bring up? I don't think Dr. Sherman of P10 Wallaby Lane is a villain, even though
The dentist.
because that's really the only villain in that movie there. So
Yeah.
literally, what's the problem? He bought a fish at a store. He doesn't know how people got it. Whatever. This is also the kind of sort of villain, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say. But I figured I'd throw it out there because I was like, yeah, he doesn't know how the fuck they got this fish.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're tearing fish families apart. But, meh.
But
He doesn't know.
yeah, exactly. And he's trying to do it for his dentist office to make the kids more comfortable. Because what do you do? Kids and dentists, doctors, all of those places, it's a weird environment for them. And they're already uncomfortable. But they see these beautiful fish, they settle down, which means he's able to actually, help them with, because he's a dentist. So, help them with their teeth, which, yeah. He's doing it for the betterment of children. So, all right. He can't be that bad of a guy. And again, another thing, this movie is based through the point of view of these fish.
Yeah, that's the damn truth.
So he seems like this evil guy, when in reality he feeds them, cleans their tank, tries to at least care for them in some way or another. So,
You got no arguments from me on that one because I brought it up.
yeah.
Also, fuck the seagulls in that movie, and fuck seagulls in general.
Mine.
Mine. Just a little 2-sentence or two word rant there. Fuck the seagulls.
What
That's
about that
three.
guy, the villain, and I use air quotations in that the villain in the Aristocats, the one that sends the cats.
Oh, Edgar?
Yeah.
Nah, he's definitely diabolical. He's got good reasons, but he's just diabolical.
Okay.
Like, how the hell is she gonna write that motherfucker out the will? Like, what? Come on, man. Justified, but why would you get that pissed off that you're not in the will? You are not related to her. You're her fucking butler.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, that's
But
definitely.
he's
a
worked
villain.
for her for a
No.
very long time.
My thing is the actual villains of that movie. Kind of what I think. The watchdogs.
Mm-hmm.
They're just sleeping. And they're like, whoa, intruders. You know, they try and then the cats fuck them up just on like a drive-by kind of deal, a first encounter. And the dogs are like, well, shit. We might as well try and get them back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Those are two good dogs there, though. Very, very eerily similar to the police officers in Dukes of Hazzard. Roscoe P. Coltrane. And Enos. That anytime I watch that movie, I just think of those dogs, like those two bumbling little sheriffs.
I never thought of that, but now I'm going to.
One of the dogs sounds like Roscoe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I bring that up.
Yeah.
Also, that movie is incredibly racist.
Yeah.
Like when they're partying at the just the one that always jumps out at me when they're everybody wants to be a cat at the end, and then the Siamese they go ting tong, and they're like hitting gongs and shit. But it's like Siamese cats. I'm like, whoa, easy there, Disney.
There's some really bad stuff that Disney produced before then too, though. So
Yeah, and
that's
probably
par for the course of Disney.
Well, that was also like the '80s, wasn't it? The Aristocats, or was that early?
I want to say that was earlier than that because that still had it still had kind of the poor like hand drawn style rather than the actual computer generated style.
I gotcha.
There you can tell.
Yeah, I have
a
no
difference,
idea.
So,
But it was no Song of the South.
no.
Oh, whoa. Jesus Christ, Disney, what the hell did you do there?
Oh man, good old Disney. Was there any other villain from a Disney movie that?
Should it be a hero? I don't think so.
I'm trying to think. You could make a case for the evil stepsisters in Cinderella
Maybe. I don't know.
because of their upbringing. Now, the stepmother, definitely evil
Yeah.
because this was not her kid, did not care for it, made her, all this. And the stepsisters, that's kind of how they grew up. That's what they learned. It's kind of a product of their environment.
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in a while, so I can't. All I know is that they're singing mice in that movie with beads that, like, and the joke is anal beads. Yeah, classic Disney there.
Good old Disney.
Good old Gus with his anal beads. I think that's his name.
Gus, yeah.
I remember very weird facts about a lot of movies, but never the whole movie. But now I do want to talk about one hero to villain.
Okay.
Hercules. Fuck Hercules.
Okay.
Like, he fucked everything up for a long time there before he was any kind of decent. Plus, whenever he slays these monsters in a town, who the fuck is rebuilding that shit? Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Well, at least the construction industry's booming.
That's
But
very true.
those people are out of homes, out of shops, or whatever. God, but he destroyed and fucked a lot of shit up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Careless. Very careless.
What about, like, these monsters that were just kind of existing that he fucked up? Because people are like, oh, well, they're scary. If they ain't doing anything, fucking leave them alone.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true. Unless they were coming to the city and just screwing everybody up, no reason to.
Well, yeah,
mess with them.
but then it's
But that's different.
a
That's
reason.
justified.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
it's-
reason.
Yeah.
You commit a crime, you get arrested.
Yep.
What's the crime in just existing?
Exactly.
So what? I'm a little different.
Oh man.
So what if you look at me, I turn you to stone? That's your fault, not mine.
There's one Disney character that's a hero. It's a perceived hero because it's not the main hero of the movie. It's Abu from Aladdin, the monkey, and he's just up to his shenanigans. He's kind of a jerk monkey, but I mean,
I've never been a good monkey. All they do is they throw shit everywhere.
but
Literal shit.
he's a jerk at times in the movie. I wouldn't call him a villain, but he's not as great of a hero as what
He's chaotic neutral.
Yes. Yeah. So
A little D&D humor for you guys out
yeah,
there.
there you go. But yeah. I don't have any other ones that I can think of.
No more heroes to villains or vice versa. We talked them all out.
I think we talked them all out.
Let me give a quick rundown. I'm trying to think. There ain't no way I could spin zone Sid. That dude.
He has a lot of problems. He's gonna need some serious.
Yeah. But he also didn't know that toys were alive.
That's true.
Until they fucked his life
off.
They fucked his that is that's a therapy level.
Yeah.
Life fucking that the toys gave him.
Toys are alive.
God, that would be brutal. You get a realization like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ugh, that makes my skin crawl just trying to think about it there. Man. Okay. So no Toy Stories.
The Lion King, I think, is pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't think of.
Maybe we should have flushed out this topic a little better.
I mean, yeah, it'd just be one of our shorter episodes.
That's
not all
fine.
that.
That's fine. We have been running a little long. But I'm perfectly fine with dad jokes.
All right. Well, let's go into the dad jokes.
Oh, hey,
then.
guess. I've been waiting to throw this in there, but I'm just going to do it anyway. You hear that? It's a little, maybe a car bending in a junkyard. Pat Benatar. Sorry, guys. That's an inside joke for us. We do this show for us just as much as you guys. That's a little Who's Line humor.
Get all Hughes line. Mm-hmm. Pat Benatar.
Very, very reminiscent of Brownie Bits' terrible segues over here, so had to bring that up. But anyway.
Tapioca.
Okay, we need to stop. But now for everybody's favorite part of the show.
Yes.
Dad jokes.
Yes. And I actually have. It's not really a social media craze, but it's something that hit news the other day that I wanted to mention.
I've been slacking on that. I realize I haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. But all right. So what do you call a Mexican that has lost his car?
Oh, Carlos.
Carlos.
Carlos, yes. What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a bicycle and a poorly dressed man on a unicycle?
What?
A tire.
Oh. People say they pick their nose, but I feel like I was just born with mine.
Why did the cannibal leave the party early?
Why?
He was fed up with people.
Want to hear a joke about paper?
It's too thin.
Never mind, it's terrible.
Damn it, I went the wrong way. Fuck. There are two paper jokes I've heard. One is it's too thin, and the other one it's terrible. I had a 50-50 shot. Oh, so a story from a previous location of living. Lived in a houseboat for a while, okay?
Okay.
I ended up seeing the girl next door. Eventually, we just drifted apart.
Why did the cookie cry?
I don't know.
Because his father was away for so long.
That's a good one. Oh, I quit my job to start a cloning business, and it's been great. I love being my own boss.
Oh, man. What did the mountain climber name his son?
I don't know.
Cliff.
Mm.
That's it.
Yeah, I know. I know it is. Because it's very sudden. It's a very sudden drop off.
Yeah.
So, a wheat farmer has a headache from all his crops disappear. Migraines!
Oh my gosh. So I was actually driving. I drove past a cemetery, and the cemetery plot looked really full. So people must be dying to get in there.
Next time, just for you, none of the other listeners, just you. You should definitely adhere to the old wives' tale of not breathing next time you drive past the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just, pop a tire for you right there. That way you just stay there and you can't breathe. Yeah. Yeah. See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
It's not murder if you do it to yourself. What do you call a hippie's wife?
What?
Mrs. Hippie.
True. Did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers?
Mm-mm.
They say he made a mint.
I thought they were gummies first, but actually mints first would make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had lifesavers in years.
I love lifesavers.
Yesterday, a clown held the door open for me. What a nice gesture.
So I got angry the other day, and I couldn't find. I got so angry the other day that when I couldn't find my stress ball.
Okay.
I got so angry the other day when I couldn't find my stress ball. It's supposed to relieve stress, and it causes it because you can't find it.
I feel like this is one of the dumb ones where you say something else. That's what I'm waiting for.
No, it's
Okay.
not one of the dumb ones.
Okay. That also wasn't very good. My opinion. So sue me.
Whatever.
What do you call a bear without fur?
What?
Bear. That one was good.
Groan. Groan. How does a penguin build its house?
Don't know.
It glues it together.
Oh yeah, we've said that one. I always forget about it. What do you call a game where Germans throw bread at each other?
What?
Glutentag.
I like that one.
Because it's multiple levels.
Yeah. I'm not indecisive, unless you want me to be.
Thinker. What do you want for dinner? AKA every girl.
I don't know.
My wife is furious at me because I have no sense of direction. So I packed up my stuff, and right away I left.
I heard there's a new store called Moderation here. They have everything there.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So, after years of marriage to Ethel, I finally learned the ultimate secret to keep a woman satisfied in bed. Let her keep sleeping.
Oh. A steak pun is a rare medium well done.
Damn it. Oh, man. Oh. What's worse than waking up to a dick drawn on your face?
God. What?
Finding out it was traced.
Damn it. Oh. Milk is also the fastest liquid on Earth. Did you know that? It's pasteurized before you even see it.
What do you call children born in whorehouses?
God, what?
Brothel sprouts.
Here's an oldie but goodie. What's Forrest Gump's password?
One. It's one.
Yeah. Like I said, an oldie but goodie.
Most people are shocked when they find out how incompetent I am as an electrician.
God damn it. The only thing worse than having diarrhea is having to spell it.
I couldn't spell to save my life.
No.
What do you call bananas that eat bananas?
What?
Cannibalism.
Damn it. I keep trying to lose weight, but it keeps finding me.
Gotta hide better. And stop saying Marco.
Polo.
See, that's why the weight's finding you.
Damn it.
If I had a penny every time I did not understand what was going on, I would not understand why I got so many pennies.
What a coincidence.
That was terrible.
I asked my friend to help me with a math problem. He said, "Don't worry, this is a piece of cake." I said, "No, it's a math problem."
So, I ran into my ex-girlfriend at the gym. We didn't work out.
Oh. So, I don't play soccer because I enjoy the sport. I'm just doing it for the kicks.
So, just in case you didn't know this about me, I'm a little paranoid. So I had to call a paranoia hotline. When I called the number, the guy just answered, "How the hell did you get this number?"
Oh, man. Did I tell you the time I fell in love during a backflip?
Mm-mm.
I was heels over head.
God. So, I used to hate my job standing on one corner of the room and blowing air at people. But now, I'm a big fan.
Oh. Did you know that I used to work in a shoe recycling plant? It was soul destroying.
So, my wife just stopped and said, "You weren't even listening, were you?" And I thought, that's a really weird way to start a conversation.
So, I had one of my friends that lost part of his leg at the knee in an accident.
Did he lose Disney? Or that knee? Yes! Full circle!
Neither.
I don't care.
But he was talking about needing to find a place to work. I told him IHOP.
I drive, but that's just me. So, somebody stole a Red Bull delivery truck last night. I just thought to myself, how do these people sleep at night?
Oh, man. Why did the blonde stare at the orange juice container?
Yeah, I don't know.
It said concentrate.
No. God, I love a good blonde joke.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, I did that one. So, what time does Sean Connery arrive at Wimbledon?
What time?
Finish.
I love that one so much. I just had to have you.
We gotta stop it there. We gotta end on a super high note because that one was fucking good.
I love that one. I absolutely love that one. That's why I had you finish it, because I love it so much. Oh, man. I don't even have the riddles up.
Well, I guess I'll do one to buy time.
Okay.
So my Uber driver said to me today, "I love my job. I'm my own boss. Nobody tells me what to do. Please turn left," I said.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I have 2 coins. One is marked George 1, and one is marked George 4. One is genuine, but one is a forgery. Which one is the forgery?
Oh, can you repeat that? I
Yeah.
got lost.
No, it's fine. I have 2 coins, okay? One is marked George the First, and one is marked George the Fourth. One is genuine, but one is a forgery. Which one is the forgery?
They're coins?
Mm-hmm.
My gut's saying George the First,
Okay.
but I can't think of a reason to validate either answer.
Okay. Well,
It-
you would be correct. The reason is because at the time of the minting, they wouldn't know if there was going to be a George the Second. So they would put George.
Ah,
So, yeah.
okay.
George the First only comes about when there's a George the 2nd. Mm-hmm. So, you'd be correct.
Fair enough. Like, but that's what my gut was saying. But like I said, I had no way to qualify it. I guess, you know.
Yeah. I gotta load the page here. Oh gosh, that's a long one. I'm not gonna do that one. Where on earth do winds always blow from the south?
Always blow from the south. God, I don't know. Mine's all over the place right now.
No, I feel like both of these are a lot easier than you would try to make it out to be.
Well, we'll see. My first guess is like somewhere in the southern hemisphere, but that doesn't make sense because wind, more often than not, can blow from any direction.
Mm-hmm.
A wind tunnel. Depends on which way it's facing.
Yeah, yeah,
But then every time it's blowing the same direction.
that's true. But
That's not what you want.
No. A place on Earth.
The North Pole.
That's correct.
But that's not even right.
The North Pole is the farthest point north. Every other point is south.
Well, yes, but if you have a line, you can move across that line. So you could be having wind from east and west.
Depending on which direction you are personally facing, but from the North Pole itself, technically every direction is south. On the
My
globe.
flat Earth logic is faulted.
Well, even the flat Earth, though, in all reality, going towards the south. I mean, no matter what
I'm
direction
wrong.
you start
Let's
walking.
move on. I'm wrong. Let's move on.
You want
Keep
one
it
more?
rolling. Keep it rolling.
What is bought by the yard and worn by the foot?
Bought by the yard, but worn by the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
I think these are good thinker ones.
Yeah, these are some of the best ones that I like. I enjoy these ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like they all make sense, so I can't get too mad at the answers. You know when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You buy it by the yard. What do you buy by a yard? Felt. Lumber. But it's worn by the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn it. I guess you could buy leather by the yard. But that's a leather shoe. And it's worn by the foot. I might be taking the foot thing too literal.
Maybe or maybe not.
No, damn it. That means I'm right. Bought by the yard, but worn by the foot.
Mm-hmm.
There's leather shoes. Is there felt shoes? I don't know. Because yard is like a fabric. So that could also include leather.
a fabric can also include something else too. You might be thinking of a wrong worn. I may have just confused you a little bit.
So not a shoe, but a sock. Which would
Kind of. You're getting
okay,
closer, but
okay. First off, there's no kind of to a shoe versus a sock. There's no kind of there. It's either a shoe or a sock. There's not both.
you're getting closer to the material,
Okay.
and which is why I said kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the sock is closer to the specific thing.
How do you get closer than a fucking sock? I'm so lost.
It's
I
the
literally-
material of the sock is closer to this specific thing, as in the
Oh,
material.
that's where I was trying to go with this whole thing, and then you've just fucking backtracked.
That's what I'm
that.
telling you, though.
Ah, shit. So you done fucked me up here. I don't know where I was. Because I'd be like wool or cotton. Because wool socks are very itchy.
Mm-hmm.
Cotton, I think, is just a normal thing that everything uses.
And then you also do have some other materials of socks, like
Well, then I'm totally shit out of luck, because those are the only two I know.
but what can also be made out of wool, cotton, and the other materials that are found in socks?
I don't know.
Carpet.
I was thinking the wrong kind of worn.
That's what I said.
Oh.
You had the right idea, though. The leather
Fuck you.
and the material in the shoe.
Tell me
definitely
something
works.
from Mike Shannon, and let me go. Let me go.
Okay. Oh man. Do you have any news or social media crazes or anything?
No, Aretha Franklin dying this week really brought me down.
Yeah, that's
R.I.P. Aretha Franklin. Mm-hmm. Everybody, that's my message to you. Everybody, always show some RSPCT. Also, oh, actually, funny news clip. Somebody was doing, some guy on CNN, some black guy on CNN was doing something like he was wrapping up some kind of tribute to her and equating some kind of thing to Donald Trump, whatever. I don't know. I didn't care. But he's like, and in the words of Aretha Franklin, I always show some RSPCICT. Sorry, I'm joking there. But he's always like, show some RESPICT. And I was like, what? How? No. And then, like, he just continued on as, like, if that was what it was.
yeah.
The little person in the video box in the other corner was, like, just doing a really confused face. Like, this guy's, like, a pretty knowledgeable dude, but he did not spell respect correctly at all. He used an I.
The song even spells it for you. Like, come on.
You misspelled the word and fucked up the song.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Speaking of news too, there is news out of Mesa, Arizona. There's a healthcare facility there with an ICU. That's 16.
No, I see you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I got my glasses on today, folks.
Yeah. And your hearing aid.
Move along.
Anyways, the ICU in this I don't remember it's some desert hospital care facility with an ICU, and 16 of their nurses got
Nerf
pregnant.
herder?
Yeah, nerf herders.
You scruffy nerf herders.
But 16 nurses all got pregnant, and their due dates are all within between October and January. this upcoming.
Man, they must have had a rowdy time in the ICU. Yes. Must have saved a lot of lives.
Yeah. They the hospital says they have extra nurses to fill in during the time that all of these nurses are going to be out. But 16 with their due dates, all in the same ICU. That's impressive.
By the time the first one's done and off of leave, probably the last one will be leaving. So it'll be like a weird woo.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right.
Hey, but look at this. That's 16 kids that will all grow up with friends.
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true. All right. So, in honor of the Cardinals making a run and doing some interesting stuff,
They should be running the bases every day, though.
Oh, they do. They definitely do.
Not today. I don't think they scored a run, did they?
No, they did.
Okay.
I don't remember. One of our rookies hit his first home run.
I honestly didn't even know what the score was. It
was 2-1.
I was really hoping that they didn't score just for the sake of that joke.
But yeah. So, in the words of Mike Shannon, the voice of Cardinals baseball, you couldn't play this game without tongue depressors and tape. It just couldn't happen. So,
somebody should tape some tongue depressors to his mouth.
You don't like him? Not even for the comedic effect.
When the hell did I ever say I didn't like him?
You said you wanted to...
Would you rather me tape tongue depressors to your mouth and just watch what happens?
No, preferably not.
So then yes, I'll do it to Mike Shannon.
Okay. Well...
Problem solved.
I'm going to go ahead and go hide before you can...
I don't have tongue depressors in this house.
Okay, well, then I'm safe. For a very short amount of time.
I could tape a paddle to your mouth. That might be entertaining.
All right, guys, I'm going to run and hide now. So
You'd be like a platypus.
Very true.
I didn't find you. I got another. The paddle comes apart. Oh, you got one in the mouth and one for your tail.
No.
Oh, this is a good idea. New Halloween costume.
Oh. Well... It was nice knowing you guys as a human being, so next time you hear me, I'll probably be a platypus.
Yep, I'm going to have a pet platypus.
All right, I'll see you guys next time.
Peace out.